Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's still your baby girl Mandy Amaka. Thank you all for stopping by to check on what I have for you guys. Actually, today's video I'll be showing you guys how I got this wonderful look up there. So if you really want to learn how, you stay with me to the end of the video and I will teach you guys. So the materials we've been needing for the wig making are the crochet pin, the small one, the crochet pin, the big one, a needle and a thread, then a wig cap, a detangling brush, a closure net, then a small comb, some pin for securing the wig cap on the mannequin head, then the mannequin head, a wish braid extension color 1, a superstar color 82, which is the blue color. Then we will start by cutting the superstar extension into 5 pieces for the back, then 4 pieces for the front, and I will be using 2 packs of superstar extension. Then the same thing is applicable to the wish braid extension. I will be using 1 pack of it and I will cut it 6 pieces for the back, then 5 pieces for the front. After everything, we stretch it very well. After stretching, you comb it very well. The reason why we comb it before braiding is to detangle any form of tangling that might cause any form of delay for us while doing the braiding. So when everything is now ready, we get down to the main business of today. We start by putting the wig cap on the mannequin head, then we secure it properly. We use the band to secure it in the front, then we use the pin to hold it down at the back so that it will not go off or slip off the mannequin head while we are in the process of braiding. Then after everything, we put our closure in the front and still use some pins to secure it so that it will not fall off. So after fixing the wig cap on the mannequin head, we will now start by doing the main braiding. We start doing that by using our crochet pin to pass the extension through the wig cap before braiding. Watch out to see how I do the whole process. So using our big crochet pin, we'll pass the extension through the wig cap before we now start braiding. You have to measure the attachments to make sure that all of them are of the same length before you now start braiding. At this point, we will now feed in the colored attachment to the black one using a tuck-in method. Tuck-in method in the sense that you try as much as you can to hide the colored extension under the black one to form an ombre braiding. The result you will get will show you that you are doing a very good job because it will come out very smoothly and nicely. Some people don't normally use a tucking method when they are trying to DIY an ombre braiding. They run it over one another, as in they put the colored attachment on top of the black. It's still okay anyway, but the result you will get will not be all that satisfactory because it will form something like bomb on top of each other, and it might not come out so smoothly compared to when you use a tucking method. So whenever you want to DIY an ombre braiding, you use a tuck-in method. It comes out very nicely and smoothly. Pardon me guys, here I could not use the big crochet needle to pass the extension through the wig cap, so I now decided to use my big needle to do so. I took a little portion of the extension and I passed it through the eye of the needle, then I now pass it through the wig cap, and it was super easy for me. I'm supposed to have used this method from the very beginning, but it's still okay anyway. Then I will go ahead to sew the closure net to the wig cap using a needle and a thread, after which I will now cut off the net under the closure net. at this point, using a pencil, draw out a shape, any shape you want your frontal to look like at the end of the braiding. For me, I drew bosses, a cube-like shapes on the front. That is how I want my frontal to appear before crocheting in the extension for the final braiding process. So guys, this is the final look I got after crocheting in the extension into those bosses I drew before. Then for the final braiding, I have two methods of doing it. One is just taking an attachment and braiding it down all through. Then the second one is using a knotless braiding method, and I prefer the knotless braiding method to the normal braiding because it will make the frontal to look more natural compared to when you braid it the normal way. So guys, this is the final look. How do I look? I want you people to tell me how I look like in the comment section below. And also, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.